Hello, my name is Chris Livesey, and in this training module, we will review the steps necessary to finding and creating effective leaders and mentoring. By the end of this training module, you should be able to describe the need for leadership in any organization, explain the benefit of mentoring to an organization, explain how leadership and mentoring are related and complement each other. One of the primary tasks of a leader is to direct attention. To do so, leaders must learn to focus their own attention. By focusing on themselves, focusing on others, and focusing on the wider world, this sheds new light on the practice of many essential leadership skills. Focusing inward and focusing constructively on others helps leaders cultivate the primary elements of emotional intelligence. A fuller understanding of how they focus on the wider world can improve their ability to devise strategy, innovate, and manage organizations. Every leader needs to cultivate inner focus in the proper balance. Failure to focus inward leaves you rudderless. A failure to focus on others renders you clueless. And a failure to focus outward may leave you blindsided. The goal is to place attention center stage so that you can direct it exactly where and when you need it. If an individual learns to master his or her own attention, they will be in command of themselves and be able to focus on the proper segment where it is required within an organization. Below are 5 tips for developing effective leaders. Communication. A leader with strong communication skills is able to instruct as well as listen. Leaders who can communicate effectively can process information and then relate it back to their teams. Effective managers should be able to understand, decipher, and relate to an organization's vision back to their employees in order to maintain productivity. Conversely, ineffective communicators will miss the point of what they're being told, won't be able to recognize the impact on their team, or will fail to share the message with their team. Secondly, adaptability. The ability to adapt also contributes to the leader's effectiveness. Leaders who are able to quickly adjust to unexpected circumstances can lead their teams to adapt as well. Adaptability also means that a leader can think creatively and find new solutions to old problems. It can also translate into the leader's ability to manage stress accordingly without letting it derail his or her team's success. Relationship building. Effective leaders should strive to build personal relationships with their teams. Employees are more likely to exceed expectations when they trust their leaders. When leaders establish a relationship with employees, it builds trust and employees feel valued. Valued employees are more willing to get the job done right and apply extra effort when it's needed. These employees are also more likely to push forth with extra or discretionary effort necessary to get the job done and to get it done well. Developing themselves. Effective leaders are aware of their own personal development in order to successfully develop and lead others. Leaders must seek improvement in themselves. Leaders who are willing to continue to grow and learn to use their natural talents to the best of their abilities will be able to encourage the same behavior in employees. And lastly, developing others. The best leaders know when their employees need more development and can ensure that those developmental opportunities are successful. Developing others includes cultivating employees' talents and motivating them to channel their talents toward productivity. Mentoring ties into leadership. Most effective mentors also improve their own leadership skills. When assisting a mentee, a leader has the chance to reflect on and articulate on their own expertise and experience. The benefit here is that along the way, you may see issues or patterns that were not previously clear or apparent. Mentoring also helps a leader view the organization with a fresh eye toward its functions, politics, and culture. For example, you may gain a new understanding of how people from different generations or backgrounds approach their work and careers. Also, many mentors say they get a personal satisfaction and fulfillment from their own mentoring relationships. mentoring can certainly give you and your career a boost. To be an effective mentor, there are 7 key tasks the mentor needs to focus on performing. First, develop and manage the mentoring relationship. Initially, this involves assessing your own readiness and interest, selecting someone to mentor, and getting to know each other. Over time, it means working to build trust, set goals, and keep the mentoring relationship on track. Sponsor. Opening new doors and advocating for your mentee can allow him or her to develop new skills and gain meaningful visibility. You can create and seek new opportunities for him or her and connect with people in your network. Surveying the environment. Mentors keep a watchful eye on the horizon, looking for both threatening organizational forces and positive opportunities. You may want to be on the lookout for include rumors people are taking, an adverse position relative to the mentee, shortcuts through the system, and low visibility or no-win assignments, and high visibility or win-win assignments. Guide and counsel. You may serve as a confidant, a sounding board, or personal advisor to your mentee, especially if the relationship grows deeper over time. You may help your mentee understand conflict or explore ways to deal with problems. For example, you can warn your mentee about behavior that is a poor fit or with an organizational culture. Next category is teach. Many mentors enjoy the teaching aspects of mentoring, which means not only imparting in their knowledge, but also sharing their experiences and recommending assignments. Model. Just while observing your mentees pick up many tasks, ethics, values, and standards, style, benefits, and attitudes, methods, and procedures. They are likely to follow your lead, adapt to your approach to their own style, and build confidence through their affiliation with you. As a mentor, you need to be keenly aware of your own behavior. And finally, motivate and inspire. Mentors support, validate, and encourage their mentees. When you help your mentees link their own goals, values, and emotions to the larger organizational agenda, they become more engaged in the work and in their own development. In leadership, there's no such thing as the best leadership style. Everyone is different, with some having greater strengths than others. The best leadership style is the one that fits the individual for a given situation. A word of advice would be not to pretend to be someone you're not. If you're not being authentic, people will see straight through you. Genuine passion and pride create a fast track to building connection and trust. Integrity, authenticity, and walking your talk are the cornerstones to building great internal and external relationships. The most valuable thing you have to offer is yourself. Whatever your leadership style is, it is uniquely yours. Own it. Have confidence to it and trust that it is not about becoming something completely different. Mentoring is a shared job. One individual is not solely responsible for creating or successfully mentoring a relationship. The person being mentored needs to be flexible, honest, open, and receptive to feedback and insight. He or she needs to be willing and able to take action in pursuit of goals and invest in learning to take steps toward needing change. The mentee also needs to be willing to give you feedback and talk about what is or isn't working well in the relationship. As a mentor and mentee working together, the course corrections will be made. The relationship will deepen, and everyone will discover that being a mentor is no longer an unnecessary, expendable task. Instead, it will be a rewarding one that has a profound impact on others. Here are the questions. First one, what are the 5 tips for developing effective leaders? The second, what are the 7 key traits that mentors hold? And third, does mentoring benefit leaders? If so, how? Here are the supplemental materials that consist of 2 articles, a website, and 2 videos, and the references section. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to your feedback.